Welcome to She Joy. It is that fine medium, Dr. Rose, coming to you live with another message of what you need to know today. So, you guys, we're talking about off-gridding and the best states for certain things, okay? So, there's lands that have there's states that have free land, okay? That's Kansas, okay? In Kansas, you got Lincoln, okay? Margaret, Osborne, and Plainsville. All those places you can get free land. In Nebraska, you've got Curtis, Elwood, Loop City, and Beatrice. Okay, all those places. In Minnesota, you got Mankato. In Colorado, you got Flanger. In Iowa, you got Marine Manila. In Texas, you got L'Aquila and McAllen. In Ohio, you got Cuyahoga. In New York, you got Buffalo. In Minnesota, there's Claremont and New Richland. In Michigan, there's Muskegon. In Maine, there's Camden. Okay, in Alaska, there's Anderson. Okay, all these places have free lands. Okay, so best places to have all 4 seasons is like the western, like North Carolina, Indianapolis, Ohio, Canada, Florida, Wyoming, Tennessee, Georgia. Okay, now we're going to talk about the specifics here. And yes, you guys, I do got my notes. Okay, so the states that are best for rain would be, like if you're a rain lover, okay, Hawaii, Florida, Louisiana, Alabama, South Carolina, and also where Washington is. Then you got heat, okay, so the best places for heat: Florida, Hawaii, Louisiana, Texas, Georgia, Mississippi, South Carolina, Arkansas, Arizona. The best places for cold environments: Alaska, Antarctica, North Dakota, Minnesota, Maine, Wyoming, Montana, Vermont, Wisconsin, Idaho, New Hampshire. The ones, again, that have the 4 seasons: Cali, Hawaii, Texas, Arizona, Florida, Georgia, South Carolina, Delaware, North Carolina, and Louisiana. Okay, the best places for land, like freelancing, raw land, stuff like that, is going to be Oregon, Maine, Michigan, Connecticut, Montana, Alaska, Wyoming, Arizona, Montana, Idaho, and Tennessee. Now, the places that have least to no natural disasters are going to be Montana, New Hampshire, Maine, Maryland, Colorado, Ohio, Vermont, Illinois, Minnesota, and Michigan. The places with the best power grid: Nevada, Washington, Idaho, Oregon, Illinois, Nebraska, North Dakota, Arizona, Minnesota, Utah. The best places for homesteading, okay? That's off-gridding. So homesteading is going to be Iowa, Wyoming, Arkansas, Idaho, Oregon, Indiana, Virginia, North Carolina, North Dakota, I don't know if that's Mississippi or Missouri, one of those. And then the best priced land would be Marv, Iowa, Coxsackie, New York, Lake Luscious, California, Boomo, Florida, Richland, Minnesota, Capicora, Florida, Brooklyn, Texas, Lincoln, Kansas, Kingsport, Tennessee, Arkin, Ohio, Curtis, Nebraska, Citrus Springs, Florida, Blance, Colorado, and Elwood, Nebraska. Okay, these are just good things to know for those of you who are trying to like buy land, or you're trying to, you know, look at what land is best for certain things. Like maybe you want a specific climate. One thing I can tell you for sure about Hawaii, good things about all the islands. As you guessed it, I am in Honolulu, Hawaii. I've been here for 3 years. Honolulu, Hawaii is actually a really, really great place to be. But the thing is that the inflation is real. So it's hiked up prices. And then not only that, but you know, everything getting shipped, so it takes a little bit longer. Now, if you're on like Maui and all those other islands, you know, it gets a little different there. They get snow. They're more rural of an area. Their volcanoes have been erupting lately. Also, we don't get daylight savings time because we're like on that equator. Okay? You do get a plethora of rain. Not ever too much or too bad. There has been a tsunami one time here, or maybe a couple times, but one time for sure. That's why there's chickens free range everywhere. Because whenever that happened, people's chickens got loose and they procreate quickly, so they did that. Same with cats. There's a lot of cats out here, and possums and like ferrets and stuff like that. Also a lot of centipedes and yeah, I mean, they don't have snakes, they don't have rabies. There's no rabies on island, nothing like that. But the heat is real, and almost every single season you're gonna have heat. Pretty much, besides rain season, you're just gonna have heat. And for some, that's fantastic, you know. Yeah, okay. Anyways, I definitely hope that this has helped you guys. Stay blessed, never stress, with much peace, much power, much love, much light, and of course, much joy.